What's up, guys? Triple D here. What's going on? Hopefully you guys enjoyed my review of the Monster 1200S. It was an awesome review. Had a lot of fun doing it. I have a lot more better of an idea of what I can do to give you guys more information and just kind of, give you a little bit more about the bike, a little bit better of a review. I've watched a couple other reviews. That was very eye-opening, and how maybe I could change some of the formatting and show a little bit more of some things, a little bit less of others. And I got some great comments of as far as like what other bikes I can do. But all in all, it's a very, very fun thing for me to do, and there'll be a lot more to come in the next couple months. The Monster was just a great bike, great bike. If I ever go to a leader bike, more than likely, I'm going to be on the Monster. Unless the Speed Triple impresses me, and then we'll see what happens with that. But, the Monster had a lot of soul, a lot of character. Just great all-around bike. I loved it. I had a blast. For those of you that do follow C2W, Chase on Two Wheels, if you don't know who that is, on his Instagram, I sent him one of my stickers, and he mentioned me, and that was freaking awesome. I haven't made any videos about this yet, but I am offering a bunch of stickers. I only have a limited amount, so everyone can't get one, but whoever wants a sticker can have one for free. I'll post an image up here of the sticker that C2W showed everyone, and that's the one that you guys will be getting. Anyway, that's the one that you guys will be getting. It's an awesome sticker. I love it. Quality looks really well. I've put one on my car, and it's been up there for quite a while now. Been through a bunch of rainstorms and all that crazy thunderstorm, tornado weather. Some of the more southern regions have been getting, and more western regions. And it's done very well. I didn't have any problem with it. No flaking, no dulling of the color and everything. It just looks great. It's free. I'm not charging anything. But I do ask that people who do want them, please give me time. Just shoot an email to my email address, tripledemon6@gmail.com, for your sticker that you want. Just send me your address, and I'll try to mail it out as soon as possible. But just because it's free and I'm one person and I'm paying for all the stamps and envelopes or whatever, and I do have other things going on, it is going to take a little while to get those out. So just throw it up there. I promise I'm not going to send you any crazy crap or sign you up to some stupid mail listings or something like that. So, but 100% free, whoever wants it. Anyway, let's move on to the topic of the day. And that topic of the day is more advanced MSF courses, specifically the Sport Bike Rider course. A lot of you guys are wondering, what is it? Well, the Military Sport Bike Rider course is basically if you have a sporty bike, the military in general wants you to be trained on how to operate that bike. They know that you're going to be riding a little bit more aggressive, so instead of just sending you to ARC or whatever it's called now, BRC2, they have a specific course just for sport bike riders and high performance motorcycles. So I just took that course, and it was a blast. I learned a lot of things, and it wasn't like BRC where they hold your hand and everything's super structured. I'd say if anything, it was more student driven. It was really fun. I learned a lot. The course does teach you some things that were a no-no. They teach you about trail braking, which is basically braking in a corner, which I got pretty comfortable with. It was, if you want to, you could do it. If you didn't want to, you didn't have to try it, but they encouraged everyone to at least, kind of try it, as long as they felt like it was within their limits to actually be doing something like that. And I tried it out. I was very happy with it, and I've actually used it a couple times on the street. They taught you all about body positioning and everything, and now there's different types of body positioning. There's the track body positioning, and then there's on the street body positioning. And basically, I know I see a lot of guys on other channels, and I'm not trying to talk junk or anything, but they do lean off the bike. Hell, I've leaned off my bike, you know, like actually physically was leaning off my bike. And that's perfectly okay if you're traveling at higher speeds, you know, I'd say in excess of 70, 80 miles an hour. But, you know, at the lower speeds, you know, especially places where I didn't want to have an extreme lean angle, it's not always the best technique to be leaning off your bike, you know. Public roads are very, or what I want to say, I wouldn't say unkept, which some areas they are, but there's no street sweeper. There's no maintenance of the road. You know, no one goes off and, you know, pulls all the dirt and gravel and anything that can make you low side off the road regularly. I mean, if you're in a bigger city, maybe they do, but more rural areas like where I live, it's just not going to happen. So they kind of teach you a technique for allowing you to turn in, keep the most speed, but also at the same time lessen your lean angle. Because that was the main thing about the class, was be able to ride, you know, aggressively within the limits and within the law, but also keep you from having to lean it over so you have more if you need it. So instead of, you know, leaning off the bike like this or something, you would just take your upper body, kind of like this. This is just my upper body. Everything else is up there. And you just kind of turn. And that was just something that I was amazed and I thought was awesome, because you could turn in more swiftly without using all that lean angle. Another thing they taught was to always use the balls of your feet, kind of like your tippy toes, and put those on the pegs to put pressure on the outside of the turn. So say I want to turn right or I want to corner right, I'll put pressure on my left foot or my right foot if I'm turning left, and that'll kind of stabilize the bike, put more weight on the sides of the tire, and kind of keep that, you know, on the asphalt. And it kind of stabilizes you a lot. I've used that like exclusively, and it took a while to get used to. Having the balls of your feet that way, it's not exactly, you know, especially with the street triple, it's not exactly comfortable, where I just kind of have the middle of my foot in there. And I know a lot of guys, even guys on sport bikes, posture is really poor just because it's kind of hard to maintain. But once you get used to it, it really is not that bad. I wouldn't say I'm 100% used to it yet, just because I just learned it, but I try and keep it, you know, keep that going on. But it's really nice. I feel like it stabilizes my ride a lot more, and I feel a lot more confident cornering and everything. Did decreasing radius turns, you know, which basically you go into a turn and then it kind of stops, and then you go into another turn, but it gets tighter. So we did some stuff with that. I will say it has made me more comfortable with low speed and higher lean angles. A lot more comfortable. It definitely made me feel a lot better. It's one of the better courses, and the discussions, they were very, very group-led. Basically, you didn't exercise on the range, you stopped, everyone talked about it, and, you know, the instructor would kind of like guide you through it and kind of push you in the right direction if they felt like someone's recommended technique wasn't safe. And sometimes, even if it wasn't 100% safe, they wouldn't say, instead of just don't do that, that's dangerous, because they recognize that some unsafe techniques actually do have their merit and they do have their uses. So instead of saying, oh, don't ever do that, they let you know, hey, if you do that, this is the risk. This is what could happen. But it is really good for dealing with this situation or that situation. I do not think there's a way to fail it, as far as I know. It's pretty much a past thing as long as you don't drop your bike. But it's an eye-opener, especially for someone that's already been riding for roughly a year-ish. It has taught me what I have been doing right, bad habits, good habits, advantages to the bad habits, disadvantages to some of my good habits, and also informed me of things that I kind of found out on my own, like the balls of my feet thing. I kind of was doing that already every now and then when I would get into a really tight turn, but I didn't really know. You know, I just figured it was just something in my head, but like, oh, it just makes me feel better. But it is actually a legit solution to cornering and keeping traction. But anyway, it was a great course. I had a lot of fun. My advice is if you guys already took BRC, you've been riding for like a year, or you ride a lot and you feel like you're ready to move up to that next level, go ahead and go take something like that. I'm not sure if the military sport bike rider course is available for everyone, but I'm sure there's similar courses like that. And I think it's a really good transition course if you're thinking about a track day to, you know, learn some more maneuvers, get a little bit more confident, and just learn your bike, learn your limits a little bit more. Anyway, whoever wants a sticker, just shoot me an email with your address. Please do not post it in the comments. I can't be responsible for, you know, what's sent to your place if you throw your address online. But anyway, that's about it, guys. See you guys later. Peace out.
Like 30 seconds, right? Yeah. Right.
5 wind 4, clear to drop.